Okay, this is about Paranormal Activity 3. I saw that movie and I nearly shit my pants. Because it was just, I didn't know what's gonna happen. Every time something happened, I had fuck, fuck, fuck. It was just scary. I don't know about anyone else, but that was scary shit. First one, I went to see with my friend, and I pressed start for life. That's the point. But the entire night, it was just, I loved it because I didn't know what was gonna happen. It just like, it was just, I didn't know what was gonna happen. It just kept going and going, just little stuff here and here. And it doesn't have to be like that, you know. Horror movies don't always have to be scary, like every 10 seconds. It's building suspense. That's what a good horror movie is. Take the movie Jaws, for instance. You don't see the shark at the beginning of the movie. You only see scenes and only hear things. You hear things. You know, you hear little things here and little things here. You find body parts. And at the end of the movie, you finally see it. That's what the movie is so good. That's why Steven Spielberg got an Academy Award for that. Because it was so scary, you know. You know, like when it first came out, no one went to the beach because it was that scary. They were all afraid because it just mind blowing. Because it's just not. It's not the. It's just real. It's just suspense. It's your mind playing tricks on you. Take House of Thousand Corpses. Now that was scary because it's just a psychopath family. These kids go out in the middle of nowhere and they find themselves stranded and they go see Dr. Satan and his psychopath family kills them. And then the sequel, Devil's Rejects, people working for the devil. It's a sequel to that movie. Now that was scary because it was just psychomatic. That movie, 1973, Toby Hooper takes out the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And that is a classic. Why? Because it just, you didn't know what was gonna happen. You know, it was building suspense. Yeah, it was a 70s movie. Yeah, probably people think it sucked. I don't think it sucked. It was good. It just psychomatically, just teenagers, you know. It's always like teenagers doing stupid shit because you don't know what they're gonna do. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen. And there's always one annoying kid. That's not the point though. And the second one is going back to a prequel. I didn't realize it was a prequel, but then when it said August 2009. I finally realized it was a prequel, so it just basically just Mika living with her sister, and she takes her baby. Where does the baby go? You know, that's what bummed me out. She disappears with the baby. It's like, what the hell? Then the third one. Now that was scary because I didn't know what was gonna happen. It just kept going and going. It was just like suspense, you know. But the funny part is her sister, Katie's sister, Katie wasn't the one possessed. In the first one, she was possessed by a devil thing. But in the third one, it was actually her sister, which didn't make any sense at all. You know, because like, how can it be Katie if it was her sister? You know, her sister was the problem. But Katie did call Bloody Mary, so maybe that's what was bothering her. I don't know. And they go to her house, and the stepfather was like, you know, was just up in bed, you know, and then it goes silent, you know. In one scene, you can see a dark figure. Then his wife goes downstairs, and she never comes back. So you're waiting, and he obviously has to go downstairs by himself. The house is dead silent, and then he finds his dead wife fall to the ground. Like, what? I did not expect that. Then we went to the drive. When we went to the drive, ran out the door, like, and found those creepy woman. What the hell was up with that? You know, like that was just creepy. That just messed with my mind. Like I was just scared shitless. And he comes back in with his girl, his stepdaughter. They hide, and his stepmother is there, or his mother-in-law is there, and she killed him because she breaks his leg. Or Casey is possessed, and then she kills him. And then, no, Katie kills her stepdad, but his mother-in-law kills him. He just stares at him, and he just cracks. That was just freaky. And then they looked at the part where they're gonna get married. Like, are you serious? Like, I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I loved it. I had nightmares for a week, but I was afraid to go downstairs by myself in the dark. But that's not the point. Call me chicken if you want. I don't give a shit. But point is, like, now she's gonna marry Toby, and she's like, what, 6 years old, and she's gonna marry this invisible figure. Like, how can you marry an invisible figure if it's not there? It's an imagination, you know. Like people, I'm not saying our imagination, it's just like suspense, you know. It just keeps building up and up and up. But what I don't understand is, why is she gonna marry an invisible figure? You know, I know she had to do it to save her sister, but it's like, for real? She had to marry an invisible figure? Like, what? Where was he? You know, what does he look like? You know, never. What I didn't understand was why they didn't show her. You know, okay, they're gonna make a fourth one, the wedding of Paranormal Activity, the wedding, and they're gonna get married. Like how far can they stretch it? You know, how far can they harm a movie? I mean, there's so many movies that shouldn't be remade over and over and over again. Don't get me wrong, I love the Paranormal Activity movies because you have no idea what's going to happen. But after a while, they just keep beating the dead horse, you know? Like, example, Halloween, for example. The first one, it was this 9-year-old kid killed his sister. Now, it was a John Copper film. He did a very small budget. He knew exactly what he was doing. And that's what kind of started the horror films. You know, it was a 1930 movie, and Dawn of the Dead that started in the 1960s, and then Psycho, and then The Thing by John Carpenter, and Halloween. That's what started. That's what inspired Rob Zombie. That's what inspired Shane Cunningham for Friday the 13th. That's what inspired the Nightmare Before Christmas, Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. You know, that's how they started. It's just imagination. You know, it just using imagination is bringing it into life. It just keep going. But like I said, it's only so many things you can beat, you know. Like Friday the 13th, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. The first one was the best because you know who was killing them, and it just randomly, you know. Obviously it's teenagers, but why teenagers, you know? I was that stupid to have sex, do drugs. Alright, I'll finish up with part 2.